Hey, how y'all doing? I hope y'all is doing good. I hope you doing it and doing it and doing it well. I hope you doing it well. I hope y'all doing all right on this morning, on this rising. Look at me. I got my Valentine's Day colors on. I'm ready, y'all. I'm waiting for Bay. Like, where Bay at? Let's talk about that. I'm waiting for that. I was watching Miss Mika on the Soul Rebel Nation. Shout out to her. Go follow her. She's a YouTuber as well. Please go follow her. She give me so much life. She give me so much fucking life. Like I be watching her stuff and I be like, yes. But then I be like, ooh, and I be like, yes. Because she be on point. You know what I'm saying? She be on point, and I be like, ooh, I don't want to hear that, but okay. I be like, I don't want to hear that, but okay. But go watch her station because she be talking about where Bay at. And I'm over here like, where is Bay too? Like I'm over here trying to figure that out as well. Because one day Bay here and then the next day he not here. I'm over here like, huh? I'm confused. But I got my rose quartz on. I got my rose quartz. I got my Valentine's Day colors on. I'm not playing no games out here. Whoever you is, you coming to me. You coming. I'm ready. I'm ready. Okay, I'm ready. I'm waiting. Like, because I got all the colors on everything. I'm over here looking like Cupid. All right? I'm over here a whole Cupid. A whole Cupid psychic reader. Cupid. A whole Cupid psychic reader. Over here, I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready for love. I was singing about that yesterday. If you watched my video from yesterday, where I was singing, I was like, I am ready for love. Because I am. That's the vibe. That's the energy. I'm ready for love. Where you at? Like, I love myself. Okay. Like, because look, they tell you, right? They tell you they tell you that in order for you to attract the right type of love to yourself, right? You supposed to love yourself. Okay, so I love myself. So, all right, universe, all right, where he at? I love myself. I fucking love myself, my egghead and all. Cause look, my head kind of looking like an egg right now. It's looking like an egg. My head is looking like a whole egg. I still love it though. I still love it. Okay, big eyes and all, alien looking face and everything. You know what I'm saying? I love me. I love all of this. This is cute. You know what I'm saying? So, I love me. Period. I love me. So I don't see what there is not to love about me, about India. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm lit. I'm ready. So where he at? Cause I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Universe. I'm putting this out into the atmosphere. God, I'm waiting for real. I'm ready to come on now. I'm ready to shack up, as the old people would say. I'm ready to shack up, shack up. I'm ready. I'm quite ready. All right. For real. I've been doing some work now. I've been doing lots of work. Now I need some help. Okay. I need some help. Where you at? Where my help at? Like, you ask and you shall receive. Ask and you shall receive that which is yours to be receiveth. All right. That's somewhere in the Bible. Somewhere in the text. Somewhere. But I'm ready. I'm ready for love. So that's probably what I should entitle this reading. I'm ready for love, right? Why the vein in my forehead so strong? Like, y'all see that? Y'all see that shit? Look, why it's so strong though? What's going on? My head hurting. What's going on? Whoa, what's that? Jesus? But anyway, I'm ready for love. Why are you hiding from me? I'm ready. I'm ready. So, I guess today we're going to do a love reading. We're going to do a love reading today. Because that's what I'm being called to do, is a love reading. I'm being called to do a love reading. So we're going to do a love reading today. That's actually not the title of the reading, though. I'm ready for love. And maybe Maybe that is the title then. Because before I got on this live, I had a different title. The title that I received for the live was change your perspective, or change how you view them. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna get into that. But it could be that, and it could be I'm ready for love. So we're gonna pull some cards and see what we got here, what we got going on. But this is a love reading. Okay. I'm gonna shuffle these again. Hold on. Let me shuffle them again. Whew. I hope everyone's having a good week. It is Wednesday, January the 9th, 2019. Thank God. Didn't the first week of January go by quick? Okay, here's the first card that popped out the deck. All right. No, is these it? Nope, these ain't it. Hold on. Okay, these cards just flying on out. All right, so let's see. All right, Spirit. Let's see what we got going on. Hey, whoever's watching. Never mind, ain't nobody watching. So I don't have my glasses on, so from a distance, that 0 looked like a 1. So my bad. Oops. I thought somebody was watching my live. I thought somebody actually cared to get on here and watch it for a second. Ooh. But anyway. All right, so let's see what we got going on with this love situation. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a past love reading, and I'm going to do a future. All right, so I'm going to do a past, present, and future. So let me reshuffle these decks. I'm going to do a past, present, and future love reading. So all the cards that I'm pulling out now is going to be your past. So that's going to be things that you had to deal with in your past as far as your love life. Then I'm going to do present, what's going on now. Then I'm going to do future, what's about to happen. Whew. Okay. All right, so I think that's it for the one more for the past. Come on. Oh, okay, that flew out the deck. All right, so this is the past. All right, these are the past cards I've drawn. Then we got the just past. That's present. And again, I'm working from my Spirit Song Tarot deck. Okay, working from my Spirit Song Tarot. Bullshit. I didn't mean to do that. These are cards, I guess that's it. And then this card popped out again. This card right here. Okay. And then future. Okay. Well, one more card for future. Okay, well, shit. These two fell out. Okay, so cool. So, all right, so we got our cards. So I'm going to start with the present. Or I'm going to start with the past. I'm sorry. I'm going to start with the past. So first card I'm looking at is the challenge and growth. First card I'm looking at is the challenge and growth card. Let me see if you can see it. My lighting sucks. Hold on. All right, that's a little better. That's better. There we go. A little better. So we got the challenge and growth card. Wish you could see it. Hold on, let me see if I can face this way. Maybe you could see it better. The challenge and growth card is the first. You can't see it right there like that either. Hold on, let me see. Still can't see. My lighting sucks. My lighting is weird. All right, so but anyway, and I post the cards on my Instagram, so you can kind of see it like this. The challenge and growth card. That is this card right here with this lion looking, tiger looking thing. So this card right here, basically, it's probably because I have too much light in here. That's probably what it is. I got too much light. I don't know, but anyway, hopefully y'all can see it. This is the challenge and growth card. So whatever situation it was that you were in, you learned from it. Is basically what I'm getting. You learned from the situation because this was something that was ongoing for you. You had to endure for a very long time, to which it enabled you to grow. It was challenging and it was hard, and it may even entailed and encompassed a lot of this arguing and yelling. You know what I'm saying? And conflict, control, imbalance. You know what I'm saying? That you had to face. And so that's what I'm getting with this card. You've learned. You've learned from it. Whatever it was that you had to deal with. The next card I'm getting is I'm getting topsy turvy. I'm getting topsy turvy in regards to perception and truth. Because this card is the perception and truth card. And that's a bat. So maybe with the situation that you were dealing with, the perception of the parties or both parties or one party was off. You know what I'm saying? To where you guys weren't able to effectively communicate because your communication was off, because your perception was off. And maybe even the two of you didn't recognize your truth. You didn't know who you were. You know what I'm saying? For me personally, I dealt with a lot of that. You know what I'm saying? In my past love relationships. Especially being young, you know what I'm saying? That's of course, you know what I'm saying? Your perception's not going to be off, or you're not going to be on point, and you're going to struggle with finding your truth, you know what I'm saying? And so that's going to cause conflict that we have here in that other card. And so but both of these things are in the upright, so these are things that you've worked past. And you've been able to identify. I'm looking at these cards as things that you've been able to identify and learn from. So the next card that I got is the logic and justice card. So I'm getting, you're finally treating yourself fairly. You're finally allowing yourself to be treated fairly. So being that, there was a lot of challenges that you had to go through with this situation in your past, and there was a lot of conflict. And also this is a love reading, but it can also apply to family, and it can also apply to self-love. So it does not have to necessarily apply to your love situation. Just your love situation, just your past love situations. It can apply to those things as well. But because there were things that you had to, challenge yourself with and then grow through and get through, you know what I'm saying? You had that battle of being a bat. And bats are blind. Bats can't see. You know what I'm saying? So you had that battle of trying to get past and still maneuvering past your inability to see who it is that you are, and seeing the situation for what it was, and realizing and stepping into your truth. And so if you overcoming those things, you've been able to come to the point of treating yourself fairly. You know what I'm saying? You're finally treating yourself with the due diligence that you are deserving of, basically. And you're looking forward. You're looking forward because this lion is very calm, very reassured, balanced, very firm and seated. You see how he's sitting? He like, ain't shit bothering me. You know what I'm saying? Like he's chilling. That's you, because you've been through being blind. You know what I'm saying? You've been through the struggle of being blind and having to still maneuver past shit and past this challenge and this argument and this conflict. So now you just sitting pretty. You sitting pretty. You know what I'm saying? You sitting pretty and you loving yourself. Next card I'm getting is now you need to rest. You know what I'm saying? So maybe in the past you didn't rest how you needed to. You know what I'm saying? Maybe in the past you didn't rest how you needed to. Maybe with these three cards, being here, those are the things that you overcame, and those are the things that you've released from your healing process. But when it came down to you resting and really taking that time to rest after healing and releasing those things, you didn't really do that. You kind of just moved on, you know what I'm saying? And just, you didn't give yourself the due diligence and the due time for these things to really release from your system. You know what I'm saying? You identified them and you began the releasing process. But as far as sanctuary and rest, because that's the card that this is, and you really releasing it, and not only just releasing it, but getting the rest that you needed and taking care of yourself the way that you need, you didn't really do that. And so maybe even too, looking back into the past and seeing where you messed up at and where you neglected yourself at, it was what I'm getting. It will help you in the present time. And we're going to get into the present reading in a minute. But being that this is in the reverse, this is something that you may need to work on in the present time. I hope that makes sense. Being that this is in the reverse and that you didn't do it then, this can be something that, and this is something that you need to work on in the present time, because you didn't do it then and you haven't learned that lesson yet. Maybe because, again, remember when I did the reading for 2019 and 2018, and I was saying in the 2018 reading that we were just moving and trying to rush stuff. And so in 2019, we're being called to kind of trust our process and not try everything, but enjoy and be present in the moment of things. Yeah, this is what this is. This is popped up again in this reading. That we need to rest assured that we are protected, guided, and that we are releasing in our own time. And we're releasing when it is best for us. We don't need to rush. You know what I'm saying? But we do need to take care of ourselves. Also, balance. Finding our balance. So that's what I'm getting from this card. Then the next card I have is love. What was I just talking about? I was just talking about how I'm waiting for, you know what I'm saying? Because I've learned to love myself. And I've learned to love myself. I've learned to love myself, period. Because before I didn't. Plain, simple, to the point. I didn't love myself before. I'm still working with this rest and taking care of myself. I'm still working on an aspect of loving myself. You know what I'm saying? But I love myself. I love myself. And so that's another lesson that you learned. I apologize. I get emotional. I'm trying not to fucking cry. But that's another lesson that you've learned. You know what I'm saying? From your past love situations and your past your past relationships that you've been through, is that they were challenging. There was a lot of arguing. Excuse me. There was a lot of arguing, a lot of bickering, a lot of you fighting. You know what I'm saying? A lot of you trying to prove yourself. A lot of you just pouring yourself out. There was a lot of that. But it helped you to grow. It helped you to grow. Clearly. It helped you to realize your worth and what you deserve. And it's helping you to learn how to take better care of yourself. But ultimately, it's helping you to love yourself and learn to love yourself. And that's what I'm getting. And excuse me. Because this resonates deeply with me. This resonates deeply with me. I'm only 22 years old, but I've been, I wouldn't say, and I've talked about this recently, or I've talked about this before in one of my earlier videos, is that, I've been in relationships, or I've dealt with, I've dealt with relationships at a young age, at a young age. And they've taught me a lot. They've taught me a lot. I've made mistakes, you know what I'm saying? I've made mistakes. I've dealt with shit. But it's all helped me learn how to love myself. And I had to keep going through the process over and over and over and over again. I'm still going through the same fucking process of learning how to deal with myself. So sometimes also this is just an aside. Also, sometimes you have to go through those repeated lessons over and over again so that we learn. You know what I'm saying? So that we learn. And I think where I feel in my heart that for all that you're worth, for all that you're worth, even if you don't see it, if you have to keep going through trial and error, trial and error, trial and error, trial and error, and trial and error until you learn your worth, it's worth it. It is absolutely worth it. It is absolutely worth it. And I think that is where we need to learn how to change our perception about our love situations and what we choose to deal with and what we don't choose to deal with and what we get ourselves stuck into or drawn into. You know, because sometimes everyone, we make a choice. Ultimately, when it comes down to it, we make a choice. We make a choice. But then also we can get caught up into things too. But regardless, it's worth it. It's worth you learning so that you can get better. It's worth you learning so that the lessons are worth you learning. And sometimes the hurt is worth you going through so that you can learn and you can learn and know your worth. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's worth it so that you can know your worth. And we don't want to hear that. Like, I don't like the situations that I put myself through. You know what I'm saying? I don't like the people I had to deal with. I don't like I don't like me. I don't like the dirty, ugly parts of myself that I had to deal with and that I still am dealing with. I hate that shit. Like, I fucking hate it. Like, I hate feeling the way I feel. I hate how people have to deal with me. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I hate that too. But you know what? It's worth it. At the end of the day, it's worth it. The lesson is worth it, because if you don't start somewhere, you'll never start anywhere or at all. I always tell, and then this is an aside as well, I always tell my younger sister, just as an example, I always tell her everything is a learning process. Everything is a learning process. Don't beat yourself up over it. Don't beat yourself up over it. Everything's a learning process. Its purpose is to help you learn. So this past shit, its purpose was to help you learn. That's what its purpose was to help you learn. And if you haven't learned by now, then you got some work to do. But you're learning. You're learning. And so that's great. And since you're learning, give yourself that opportunity to grow further and higher. And when something else comes up, change the way that you view it. You have that control and that ability to do that. You have that control and ability to change the way that you view that person. Because if somebody's hurting you, and you view them as, oh, they're a fucked up individual and they did this and they did that and blah, 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 and this, that, and the other, and this, that. If you're doing that, then something's wrong with you. Something's wrong with you. Somewhere. Now, not in all. Something's wrong with you. Something's wrong with you. Or that's like a reflection of a place that you used to be at. It's either whatever it is that you see in that person that you keep bashing, you know what I'm saying? Is something wrong with you, or that is a chapter and version of yourself that you are not supposed to be resonating with anymore. You know what I'm saying? But it keeps rearing its head back up. But you're not supposed to be there anymore. You get what I'm saying? And it's kind of like the universe is showing it to you and presenting it to you again. But it's like, you're not supposed to be there. You get what I'm saying? Because I've had a lot of that happening to me recently, where it's like, you remind me of somebody or something that I've dealt with before. Why are you here again? You know what I'm saying? Or this person's not being authentic to who they are, but I am. I just finally started speaking my truth and walking into my truth. Why are you around me? You know what I'm saying? So I believe that not all the time do we attract who we are, but we attract who we used to be. We attract who we used to be as well. But my point being, if you don't have the capability to look at that person and because it's right now in my time and in my transition and in my journey, the people that I have around me, they aren't negative people. It's that I see negative tendencies in them. You know what I'm saying? Or I just see their shadow sides. You know what I'm saying? I see their shadow sides. And that's simply me seeing my own shadow side. You get what I'm saying? That don't necessarily mean that they're bad for me. You get what I'm saying? So when they fuck me over, you know what I'm saying, or they do some shit, like, I'm able to be like, I'll have that moment of fuck, like, shit, like, the fuck, like, you are a fucked up individual. But then I'll be like, but I still love you. You get what I'm saying? But I see greater in you. But it's still something about you. You get what I'm saying? It's still something I feel in my heart for you. Because it's like, I see past the fucked up shit. And that's basically what's going on. Is that you've been through all of this past shit, and now you're able to look past that shit when it comes up again. You get what I'm saying? When you get to a certain place, like, you'll be able to look past all of that shit. All that past shit. Because it's like, all right, I already dealt with this. And I'm trying to love myself now. You know what I'm saying? And attract love. So I don't have time to stay in that, oh, he's fucked up, she's fucked up, I'm fucked up type of state of mind. You know what I'm saying? I hope I'm making some type of sense. So that's what I mean when I say change your perception about the person. That means change your old ways of thinking. Because if you can't change your old ways of thinking about them, you can't change your old ways of thinking about yourself. And that means you're still stuck in that I don't love myself, that in that place of insecurity. You know what I'm saying? But if you have the capability to at least be like, I understand, you know what I'm saying, to some degree, you don't have to understand them all the way, because really, in reality, you don't even understand yourself all the way, because you're still going through this process. So you don't need to understand them all of the way. But at least if you have the capability to begin that process of understanding, that maybe, you know, I can't completely play the blame game on them. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a part of them that's in me. If you have the capability to do that, there you go. You on the roll. You know what I'm saying? You on the ball. So that's what I got. This is what I have for the past, is that basically you're learning your lessons. You're learning your lessons, but you need to take the time and allow your lessons to process, is what I'm getting. As far as the past part of the reading. Now, the present. I need some water. The present. I'm getting focused on your business before I even pick up this deck, pick up these set of cards. I'm getting focused on your business, and that's what came up in the reading, the general reading, yesterday. The general reading yesterday was talking about you focusing on your business and focusing on your talents and your gifts. So let's see what we have for this deck right here. So the first card that came up was fulfillment and celebration. So again, as I was talking about yesterday, a lot of you guys are going to be starting up businesses. Now, this is supposed to be a love reading, so we're going to get to that. A lot of you guys are going to be starting up businesses, and you may be starting up a business with a love interest, or you may be networking with your love interest, and you guys may be starting a business together, or there may be some type of collaboration or something going on between the two of you. It may be just a temporary thing. It may just be a gig or some shit. You know what I'm saying? It may not even be like a business. It may be just you guys coming together and utilizing your talents together as one team. You know what I'm saying? But with this card that I'm seeing right here is you're celebrating whatever it is, whatever accomplishment that you're achieving in this time that you finally get to, you're celebrating. I see a whole bunch of shit. I see balloons, I see flowers, and also Valentine's Day is coming up too. Let's not forget, Valentine's Day is coming up too. And this is the new year. And so like we just got like a lot of like new energy going on, you know what I'm saying? Where like the possibilities are endless as to your love life. In regards to who's coming in and who's going out, but more specifically who's coming in, because I see a lot of people coming in. I see a lot of people coming in and a lot of people pairing up, you know what I'm saying? And so the possibilities are endless. The possibilities are endless, but there's going to be a lot of celebrating going on. A lot of like joyous celebration and song going on. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to leave you fulfilled. You're not going to need for anything. You're not going to need for anything. You're not going to desire anything. But what you already have and what is you and what's natural and what flows naturally is what you're going to desire. Because again, going back to the past was when we were trying to find our desire and what it was that made us whole. You know what I'm saying? And we were trying to be and find our truth. But now it's like we already know what it is. So we're celebrating everything and every bit of ourselves that we didn't understand from our past. The next card I'm looking at is the imagination and perception. So utilize so celebrate all the way through. You're in that season of celebrating. We even got through the funk. Now we've gotten through the funk and we're processing things. So now we will be celebrating. And this card right here is the imagination and perception. So utilize that imagination and perception to help you to manifest. Utilize that imagination and that perception to allow you to manifest what it is that's coming in, or allow you to become clear so that what it is that's coming in can come in. And you could do that through meditation. You could do that through your drawing and your singing and whatever it is you love to do. There's many ways you can do that. The next card that I got is exploration and discovery. So far, all these cards are in the upright. And so this next card I got is the exploration and discovery. So you celebrating your past victories and then what you have coming in now, it's going to lead you into being more motivated to utilize your imagination and utilize your talents. And you're going to continue to explore those talents and explore more of yourself through that meditation. And in you doing all of this in regards to your love life, because this is a love reading, in regards to your love life, it's going to attract that. It's going to firstly attract that self-love and that inner fire for yourself and passion you have for yourself. But it's going to attract the money you need. It's going to attract that lover to you. And he's just going to be, oh my God, he is going to be out of this world in love with you. Like, because you're being yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's just going to be head over heels. He probably is already head over heels. Like, he's very intrigued. I'm getting intrigued. He's very intrigued with you. So you being yourself is just gonna keep continuing to spark the flame. Who is just gonna keep continuing to spark the flame? And it's gonna bring you strength to not only know that someone else admires you, but you admire you, and that you have someone else that admires you as much as you admire you. A lot of positive stuff going on presently, which I love. The last card that I'm getting, though, is that you have a choice. And this came up in my December reading that I did. Before I did my 2019 reading for January, I did a December reading. That was the first reading I did on here. And what I talked about was you have a choice. I talked about you have a choice. And I talked about utilizing your talents and your gifts and your emotions. You have a choice to decide how you choose to view the situation. Once again, back here in the past, you had a choice. You had a choice of how you chose to view the situation. But because of certain things, you chose to view the situation a certain way. Now you're not on that same level anymore. You're not on that same level now. So you have a different choice to make. And you can make a higher choice, you know what I'm saying, of commitment to yourself and to these things that we were just talking about, to fulfillment and celebration, to your imagination, to your exploration and discovery, your endurance, courage, and your endurance and courage, and your strength. You have that choice for all of those good things. Why deny yourself of those things? You have the choice. Do you want to be strong? Do you want to use your imagination? Do you want fulfillment? Do you want to celebrate? Who don't want to celebrate? Like, who wouldn't want to do that? Do you want to explore? I love exploring shit. Do you want to go discover some shit? Yeah, I want to go discover some shit. You know what I'm saying? So you have a choice is what I'm getting with this. Stop denying yourself of the choice you have, though. That's what's going on presently. Stop denying yourself of that. You have a choice. And so that's what I'm getting for that. Presently, make good choices. Another thing, another little side note and a little story. My father. Now I'm getting all emotional and shit. I have not met my father in person yet. As I mentioned before, I'm an adopted child. And so I got an issue. You know what I'm saying? I have a special situation, you know what I'm saying, to where I didn't know my mother growing up. Like, I knew of her, but I didn't, I never knew her. And I never knew who my father was. But I found my father around this time last year. I found him through social media. Thank God for social media. I found him on social media and we connected. And his birthday was actually yesterday. So this is all in sync. I found him on social media last year. We started connecting. We started talking. And Capricorns. Men, period. I just had to come for the men dinner. But Capricorns. And do you know men? But anyway, more specifically Capricorns. Y'all just, I don't know what y'all be having going on. But my dad is the type, he just be in his own world. You know what I'm saying? So I talk to him when I'm able to talk to him. But I remember throughout all of our conversations that we have had, the one thing that stuck out to me the most was he told me, he was like, do great things. Do great things. He was like, do great things. And so I have a choice. Yo, I be trying not to preach when I get on these damn lives, but the message come through and I just talk. I have a choice to do great things. You have a choice to utilize your ambition, because this is a choice and ambition card. You have a choice to make and do great things. Be explorative. Go discover something new. Go fulfill your cup. Go celebrate the fulfilling of your cup. Utilize your imagination. It's okay to change your perception about some things. Be courageous. Be enduring. and utilize your strength. You have that choice of doing and having and obtaining all of those great things. Those are yours. Take it. Those are yours. Take it. Now for the future. I can gaze into the future. For the future. What we got going on for the future? Ooh, okay. Well, this is no surprise that this card popped up. The first card that popped up was foresight and exploration. I'm getting don't worry. Don't worry. Trust your soul. Trust your soul is what I'm getting. Do not worry and trust your soul. Walk by faith and not by sight. This is something that I've had to learn recently, and I'm learning, especially being an intuitive and being psychic, because I see everything, but there's some shit the spirit don't want me to see. There's some things we're not supposed to always try to fucking see. You want to know why? Because we need to walk by faith and not by sight. You can be just as gifted and talented as you want to be, but you still got to go through the lessons and go through the process. You still got to go through the lessons. You still got to go through the process. And some things are just too great for you to quantify. And you're not ready yet. And that doesn't mean that you're not ready yet in a negative connotation. It just means you ain't ready yet for all the blessings that's about to come your way. You know what I'm saying? So you take what it is that you can get, i.e. presently, strength, exploration, imagination, all those good things. Take that and run with it. And that's what you focus on. Don't push the envelope, basically is what I'm getting. Don't push the envelope. Quit while you ahead. Remember when you was younger? Now this goes out to my black counterparts. Remember when we were younger and my mom and we was talk back to our parents, and they be like, you better quit while you ahead. I know my mom, for me, well, because I was raised old school. So my mom, I wasn't allowed to talk back. I was not fucking allowed to fucking talk back. I wasn't allowed to do that. I talk back. Huh? You better quit while you ahead. Basically, is what I'm getting. Quit while you ahead. You don't know what I got for you. You know what I'm saying? Quit while you ahead. You in the way. Move out the way. So that's what I'm getting with that card. Next card I'm looking at is courage and solution. Continue to be courageous. And trust the universe and trust that your faith and hard work is going to pay off, is what I'm getting. You've already made the decision to make good choices and do good deeds. So now wait for it to process. You know what I'm saying? Wait for it to process. The next card I'm getting is collaboration and productivity. So again, that came up with the focus on your business card with the present. Yeah, fulfillment and celebration. That came up right there. So you're going to be continuously networking and continuously working with others to help you build. Balance and adaptability. Keep meditating. You're gonna become more persistent in your meditation and more consistent in your meditating. For me, perfect example. I'm in a group called the Goddess Realm, and my mentor, she posted in a group. She was like, "Does anybody need an accountability partner?" You know what I'm saying? Does anybody need an accountability partner? And then in order for us to, work on and get help with working on what it is that we are doing. And so that's an example of how you can help yourself to continue to maintain yourself. You can help yourself to continue to maintain yourself. Also, we're going to be doing a detox. So that's in the future, because we're going to start doing a detox March the 20th. So it's like you're setting the intentions now again, and then you're going to keep and follow through with the intentions, or you need to keep and follow through with the intentions and find what way works better for you and best for you with this balance and adaptability. The next card I'm seeing is soul searching and reevaluation. So it's like you've already reevaluated and thought through what it is that whatever it is that you're going to be doing. It was a process. There was an ongoing process that you finally got to, you know what I'm saying? That you finally reach. So when you're going to be doing it, oh, you're going to know for sure this is what I'm doing. You're going to be very confident about it. Very confident, no bullshit. You're not going to be dealing with other people's bullshit, your own bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be very level-headed about what it is that you're doing, because it's going to be crunch time. You know what I'm saying? And you're just going to be very in it to win it type of energy is what I'm getting. But again, going back to the fulfillment and celebration, you're going to have fun while doing it. So basically what I'm getting is this was the present energy, this fulfillment and celebration, but this will also carry into the future. That energy of that excitement and that celebrating yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm getting. And so let's see what we got. Last card is renewal and enlightenment. So you walking by faith and not by sight, and then you utilizing and being confident in the choices that you make is going to carry into your future, basically, and who you deal with. And then it's going to bring balance and a certainty about your craft that you're going to be executing. And then it's going to help you to continue to appreciate you with this soul searching and reevaluation card. And then you're going to come up into a higher level of understanding and of renewal and enlightenment of yourself. And it's basically from here things just get better, because that's what the energy in the cards are. It's a progression in the cards. Here we had the past cards where you were kind of struggling, but you learned the lessons, and then you're working on trusting the process of the lessons and what you've grown through with, you transitioning from that past energy into that present. And then with the present, you're celebrating on what is to come. And then when it comes, you're continuing to celebrate and continuing to make the right choices for the right direction in which you need to go. And so that is the reading. And so this kind of meshed into like this was a general and a love reading. This was a general and a love reading. I'm sorry. So what happens when I do my readings, I'll just start doing the reading. You know what I'm saying? And so when I started doing the reading, it was supposed to be a love reading. And it is a love reading. It's a love reading. But then it turns into like a general reading. So you take this and make it apply however you would like to make it apply. It's still a love reading. But it can be a self-love reading. It can be intimate partner love reading. It can be a love for your business reading. You know what I'm saying? Since that seems to be what I was focusing on. Business, love, and self-love. So that is the reading. That's what type of reading this was. Business, love, and self-love, past, present, and future. Because the past shit, in regards to the love situation, can also apply to the business situation too. Because I know personally that can apply to me personally. You know what I'm saying? In regards to I went from working a 9-to-5 job. I went from working 9-to-5 jobs. You know what I'm saying? To not working 9-to-5s. You get what I'm saying? That's an example of a transition that I went through. As far as loving and getting to a place of loving what it is that I do. You know what I'm saying? And bringing forth a new business and a new balance for me. That can resonate with self-love, or that can resonate with love. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't always have to be the regular, you know what I'm saying, love as in, between two individuals. It can be a love for something. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't love those 9 to 5s. I hated those 9 to 5s, but I love doing my readings. You get what I'm saying? I love helping people. I love being creative. And so that's the new love that's coming in for me. You get what I'm saying? In regards to that. So that is the love reading for today, past, present, and future. I know things were kind of like I went from here, then I was here, then I was here. So I know it's a lot, but I hope it makes sense and it resonated with you somehow. Because the overall message is to change your perspective. Again, to summarize, change your perspective on how you view things. So change your perspective on how you choose to love yourself, how you choose to love others, how you choose to receive love from others, and how you choose to execute your talents in your business. Do great things. Do great things. Thank you guys for watching. This was a very intense reading. Who? Thank you guys for watching. You can follow me on social media. At the Root Lady on Instagram. You can follow me on Facebook, India Marie, parentheses, the Root Lady. And yeah, if you would like to get a personal reading or private reading, let me know. And again, like I said in my previous videos, I'm working on the technicalities of my YouTube and stuff. And so I'll have things put together in due time as far as the making sure all my information is posted underneath of all my videos and stuff like that, and just working on certain things as far as that. So just bear with me. I'm working on it. And yeah, at this point I'm rambling and I don't know what I'm saying. So I'm gonna get off of here. Thank you guys for watching. Peace, light, and love. Ashe. That love is coming. It's coming. Be patient and change your perception. Change your perception.